Hey everybody, how we doing today? Streaming a little bit later than I expected to, but had to clean up around the house a little bit, do some chores, trimmed up my beard a little bit, and all in all, just kind of chilling. Got some good news today. Not gonna share it just yet until we know exactly what's gonna happen with it, but possibly good things coming. Now, I have two things that I would like to do today, and I don't know which one of them I would like to do more. I don't know. If I want to do the Four Lords, which I have heard from multiple people is peak, or if I want to continue with MSQ. I was planning on streaming for around 3 hours. So what I think is going to happen is this. Is there a roll command? Oh. I don't know who Malulu Tulwa is. That's pretty funny. It's a good thing they're offline, otherwise I would have gotten a totally random message just to. Let's see. I'm just gonna open up Google, and I'm gonna look up coin flip. On a heads, we are going to do MSQ. On a tails, we're gonna do Four Lords. And in around an hour and a half, maybe, we might revisit it. But we'll see what happens. Flip the coin! We got tails. So it looks like we are going to be at least starting Four Lords. I try to put myself kind of in the middle of both. That way I could go to whichever one I landed on. But yeah, I hope y'all are doing good today. Me, I'm doing very well. Sat around playing the silly horse girl game for a little bit. I don't really understand Uma Musume very much, but it seems like it's a pretty good time. The races are hype. I pulled a silly Texan horse girl with a revolver for some reason. I pulled a couple of higher level ones, but from my vague understanding of how the game works, I wanted to level her up and race with her so that she could be a legacy for them. I don't know. I don't really know what I'm doing, but it's a pretty good time. Anyway, let's see what's going on here. Hope you haven't been waiting for too long, Chris. My apologies for the delay. I thought it best to explain everything to Mistress Tataru on the way. Honestly, all he had to say was that he'd found a way to make up for Alphino's obscene expenditures. No matter how reckless or dangerous the scheme, if it balances the ledger, I'm all for it. So there's a bunch of monsters living beneath us? What kind of a place is this? Well, according to ancient legends, Hell's Lid is where the hero Tenzen defeated a host of Oni. Oni were foul, evil beings that tormented the peoples of the Ruby Sea, and this land was home to many, until Tenzen, together with the Four Lords, drove the Oni into the sea. For his heroic deeds, Tenzen was showered with riches. He then journeyed deep into the mountains, far from the realms of men, and lived in solitude with his companions, happily ever after. And now Chris is being asked to drive the Oni away again? You misunderstand. What I told you was a fairy tale. To the best of my knowledge, no one has ever seen an Oni. If anything, many assume the tale refers to ancestors of the Kojin. So what you're saying is that you've got no idea what's waiting for us down below. In that case, I'll leave this to the experts. If you need me, I'll be hiding behind that rock over there. Bye, Tataru. Stay safe. By experts, I presume she means you and your adventuring companions. I do hope you were not counting on me to join you in the fight. Yeah, I kind of assumed. Emma's being very loud. Alright. I've heard that this is hype. One sec. Alright. Hell's Lid. You know what? I didn't think about this. I'm gonna be stuck here sitting for a little while. So, ooh, wait, I didn't notice that before. There's a big hole. Interesting. While I wait for Q, I'll continue with MSQ. I'll do both at the same time. I was thinking that by the time I reach Shadowbringers, it's almost like I said Bofa. You're so right, baby. I should have listened to you. I'm thinking that by the time I reach Shadowbringers, I may have a stream where I go through and I get every single job up, like all of my lower level ones, like Bard, Machinist, Dragoon, Warrior's getting up there, but Astro. Try to level them all up at least to 50. And start trying to like raise them to the point where I can use them as well. Because as of right now, I got that thing on the stream, and literally the only jobs that can be used for it are Dark Knight, Sage, Reaper, Red Mage. Oopsie. I was not paying attention and I went too far. There we go. Hi, you, Gary. I'm still mad at you. I know that you lost your memory. I'll beat him back into you. We must meet with Lord Hien as soon as possible, though mayhap not at the Enclave. I will send word requesting that he receive us at the House of the Fierce, where there are fewer prying eyes. If all are in agreement, I shall scout ahead and see that the way is clear. Pray follow as swiftly as you are able, and join me on the outskirts of Lamai. Bye, everybody. I guess I'll just sit here alone. Going to Namai. Oh, it'd be faster to just walk it. You, Gary? Oh, I passed you. You were down lower than I thought. All is well? Good. The others are hiding nearby. Let us proceed. Quietly, if you please. Voice acted cutscene.
My lord here, I am returned.
I'm so fucking good at this lately.
Save your tears for the morrow. For we who yet walk the path should not think too much on the destination. When the hour arrives, we shall welcome what comes with open arms. And welcome it you did, even as the keep fell down around us. At that moment, in your smile, I spied a shred of hope. One which I have clung to ever since. Gosetsu, full glad am I to see you alive and well.
He seems off.
We have played this scene before, have we not? Though this time our roles are reversed.
That they are. Meaning you know how I feel. Wholly at a loss for words. Welcome back, old friend. Now then, though we rejoice at your return, it seems you have brought with you certain complications.
That's one way to call it.
Rise, my friend. Tell me everything.
So basically, I landed on a weird island.
The Empire is bold indeed to send a token force to engage the Confederacy.
Oh yeah, I almost forgot about that.
As acting viceroy, Yotsuyu would have been privy to Imperial secrets. The Garleans will not soon give up the chase.
Nay, it will end with her capture or her death.
Are you a friend too?
She claims to have lost her memory, though I know not if she speaks true. I brought her here that you might decide her fate.
Lost her memory, you say? Regardless, the people have not forgotten. Her face yet haunts their dreams. She cannot roam free. We will hold her here for a time. Place her in Jufia's care, with the express instruction that she is not to be seen.
Yes, my lord. Come.
No, I don't want to. Don't let her take me away!
MSQ gotta come first.
It's all right, Suyu. I will come with you. Be a good girl and listen to Yugiri.
Yeah, we're not getting in that queue.
From a hound at his throat to a puppy at his heel. If this is an act, it is a remarkable performance.
Damn it. Are you serious? It was like 5 seconds off. Or is there more? Thank you for delivering Gosetsu back to us in one piece. We are lucky indeed to have friends who would journey to the other side of the world to help us, and repeatedly at that. I think I just heard someone calling my name, so I will be right back. I'm back. Went to go fill up my water and had to do the trash real quick. But we are good to get back to it. So let's see, where were we? Oh yeah. Thank you for delivering Gosetsu back to us in one piece. The One Piece. We are lucky indeed to have friends who would journey to the other side of the world to help us, and repeatedly, at that. We have much and more to think upon, but as regards to the Empire, we can but watch and wait. Now then, seeing as you've come all this way, you must allow me to show you around the Enclave. I would not have you thinking we've been idle in your absence. The rebuilding effort proceeds apace, I'm pleased to say, and we are now ready to welcome home our countrymen who were displaced by the war. Should they so desire it, there is a place here for those who fled to Eorzea. We should be delighted to accept your invitation, Lord Hien, and I have no doubt that your subjects at Revenant's Toll will be heartened to hear that their lord has not forgotten them. Oh, it's nothing. I just thought that Gosetsu and Yugiri would be back by now. And there they are. Forgive me, my lord, but Captain Jifuya is nowhere to be found. Oh? He was here when I arrived. For now, we have taken Yotsuyu to a private chamber and assigned another to watch over her, my lord. But I find it passing strange that the captain should leave his post with nary a word. That does seem most unusual. If you mean to look for the man, we would be happy to assist you. We should be glad of the help. While I search without, mayhap you could ask the soldiers here if they know anything. I will join you. With respect, my lord, you should remain here. Should the Empire move against us, you will be better able to coordinate our response. Ha! And here I was thinking I was in charge. But you have the right of it. Go on then, I will mind the house. I mean, I doubt that the Empire is going to attack in the 30 seconds that it's going to take us to search for this guy. Alright. Anime, have you seen him? See the captain. He passed by a little while ago. I wondered if I should tell someone, as it happens. He did not look well, you see. I asked if what was the matter, and he told me the past had caught up with him, but I doubt it was that. There are older men in our ranks. Out here. Kaidate. Captain Jifuya. Yo! Big money. He was headed for the northern entrance when I saw him last. I was going to invite him to train with us, but he did not hear me call out to him. If you need him, I dare say the sentry on duty will be able to tell you more. Indeed, I suggested to Mistress Alice when she came asking earlier. Is something amiss? Did anything else sell? No. Okay, we requeue for Hell's Lid. And hopefully this time I'm not in a cutscene when it pops. The captain went outside some few bells ago, and looking quite unwell, I am sorry to say. This I mentioned to Lord Gosetsu, who always struck out after him. I hope they will be alright. Gosetsu too. It seems everyone is bent on joining the search. That's all well and good, but someone has to stay behind. There's no telling what the Empire is plotting. You go on, Chris. Alphino and I shall hold the fort. Bet. You know, it'd be nice if I could watch the fort for once. Instead of me always having to be the one going out, risking his life, saving the world. What if I wanted a break? If I take a break, everyone dies. Hi, Jiffia. You don't look so good. But you look more stressed than sick.
Ah, by the Kami, your Lord Ian, leave me, I beg of you. Say nothing of this. I was never here.
Not a cutscene I expected to be voice acted. Not again!
There you
Commence. I'll come back to this cutscene. I'm not skipping it again. This place looks... I was gonna say cool, but everything's on fire, so I don't think that really applies. I like that coat on the bunny boy. What class are you, bunny boy? You're in samurai? That's pretty rad. What code is this? The True Linen Code of Striking, and it's level 70 code. Is there more for me to pull? Nope. It seems like more and more dungeons are obsessed with... Oh, there was more for me to pull. I just didn't see that there was more here. Well, that's not incredibly shady at all. Why did we trust this again? Seems to me like we kind of just jumped in a hole of lava with no plan on how to get out. What the fuck is happening? Don't get me wrong, it looks mean. I just don't fully understand it. Hellfire Shikigami? That's new. I've never seen this character model before. I feel like I've seen the dog before. I think it's like... No, that's not Cerberus. I don't know, but I think I've seen it before. Ooh. That's a big angry face. Otakamaru. Yeet. Lot of falling stuff. I feel like I didn't need to read that one out. are you so obsessed with the DPS? Aggro me. Aggro me! A Farlander Ring of Casting. Greed. Probably just gonna mostly greed on stuff. Like, try to grab pretty much everything I can. There's a little weasel. What are you doing here, little guy? But yeah, probably gonna greed on most stuff, because I want to see what the drip in here is like. Did they all just get stunned? Who did that? What are they doing? Are they just really slow to attack because they're snails? Because that's pretty funny. What's in the box? A Farlander Bangle of Slaying. Silly black mage, you're gonna get yourself badly hurt. Big AoE. That's even hitting the one on the far side? Now that I didn't expect. That guy looked like he was way out of my reach. Give me the loot. Choker offending. How does this look? Oh, I don't hate that. A Kamaitachi. You're a weird-looking guy. Silly little freaky dude. Ooh, okay. So don't touch those. Very cool. Very good to know. Why are they firing lasers? Oh, that's not lasers. I thought I was outside of that line. This guy's cool as hell. Did they just respawn at the... Okay, no, they spawned right there. And then they immediately used an action to get rid of their own immunity while they were in an AoE. That's pretty funny. It's a pretty funny choice. I kind of respect it. Gloves of Healing, Choker of Slaying. What do these gloves look like? They're okay. I hope I can get some better drip. Seems like they're just passing on the loot for me, so it's pretty cool. Hey, focus on me. Stop attacking the healer. Or that wasn't the healer. Stop attacking the black mage. Then I pull them back into the silly circle. Yeet. Get just a teeny bit closer, so that way I can yeet. Yeah. Hit them with everything. The polished shell. What are we fighting in here? Give me the loot. These monsters look sick. What the fuck? Hey, Sarban, bestie, I don't think that they were kidding. I don't think that it's just a fairy tale with the Oni. I think that they're very real, and I think that they look really neat. What's the boss fight? Gimme. Oh, that's Yoda. Found a cool shell I have. Genbu. I'm gonna beat your ass. His little cutscene showed him doing some funny things with the hexagons on the floor. So, I think that that's gonna be a mechanic here. Come, blessed waters, to frolic and flow. Okay, yeah, they're probably gonna explode one by one. Oh, I see. They're arrows pointing at like where the next one's going to pop. I have to pay attention to which one's gonna pop first. Okay, so if I stand here, I'm good. That's a neat mechanic. Uh-oh. Overcome the gate or be consumed by my waters. I mean, if we have the option, I'm gonna go with killing the gate. Hello? Let me target, please. You were warned, survivors, or you were warned, warriors. Survive if you can. Okay. I stand here, I'm good. I'm good. That's a cool mechanic. I like that. Hey. Oh. Look at that little guy. Wait, don't I have him? Hold on, I feel like I have this minion. Where's the little turtle? Guido. No, it's not Genbu, it's Guido. Huh. Rip Bozo. Oh? Perhaps we should turn him right side up? Hell yeah, Totoro. Oh, it's the fat cat. It's the lesser panda. There's so many babies. Oh, a marvelous performance, truly marvelous. But then you did best the Lord of the Revel. By the Kami, a talking turtle. Are you fucking real, Soroban? Soroban? Are you good? I don't even know where to begin with that one. I trust you will forgive me for my deception. 'Tis something of a Far Eastern tradition, the testing of strength and so forth. A bit rote perhaps, but anyway, welcome to Reisen Temple. I am Genbu, guardian of this sacred place, and leader of our little collective. Genbu? The self-same Genbu of the Tale of Tenzen? One of the four lords? Under normal circumstances, I would assume you named for the legendary being, but clearly this is anything but normal. Never in my wildest dreams did I think I would meet a talking turtle. Soroban. Oh, but every one of us here can speak your tongue. Is it truly so surprising? After all, we have each lived more than 1,000 years. But why are you a baby? I knew turtles were long-lived, but I had no idea that was even possible. In this wondrous land of ours, it is said that a beast which lives 1,000 years attains a measure of divinity. This place is a temple where such auspices may gather. But take not my word for it. Speak with my comrades and learn their tales. We will talk of the endeavor after. We may as well do what he says. Besides, who knows what valuable secrets some 1,000-year-old animals may know? Oh, wait. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna talk to them all one by. Is that Tom Crook? All my homies hate Tom Crook. It's the Otter. I'll be right back. Again. And I'm back. My mom needed help up off the ground. She didn't follow nothing, she just sat down. Komino? Isn't that... Hold on. I feel like I have a lot of these guys as minions. Komino. And where's the Otter? There's Guido, but that's not Guido, that's Genbu. Do they have the Major General? I hope that I can unlock the Major General. I hope he's here. Hold on, wait, I should see. I bet it says in there something about the Siren Song Sea. Many heads are so passe, legs of the wave of the future, someone did say. Little did they know that there already were sharks that possessed not only legs, but arms besides. How these killing machines came to be, however, is a question left unpondered if you value your sanity. Why isn't he a favorite of mine? I love the Major General. Inugami is my name. Men speak it in hushed tones, mistakenly believing me to be a vengeful spirit that murders indiscriminately. There was a time when I killed men by the hundreds, but that was in retribution for the countless creatures they themselves mercilessly slaughtered. It was most deliberate. How much more of the old tales are true? What are these ones? What are you doing chilling over here? It's a little lemur and a deer. No, a piggy. I said I'm gonna go see the sacred crystal. Don't do it, Genpu's gonna put a curse on you. Ha, you can't scare me. Where are you going, little piggy? Why do you run like that? Please run normal. You're hurting my eyes. Is he gonna go all the way? Where is he going? He said the sacred crystal, right? I don't see a aetheryte. Is that supposed to be the sacred crystal? It's just a big rock. Why is only one of the Komainu lit up? None shall pass. Just this once, please. Set one hoof inside and Genbul will curse you for 100 years. Fine, but you haven't heard the last of this. How am I walking and I'm still faster than you, little man? Come on. Go, go, go. They wouldn't let me pass. Of course not. They didn't before, so why would they now? Well, that was pointless. That was pretty silly. My little birdie. You're 1,000 years old? I hate men fools. That's so mean. Where are you flying to? The manfool is still about. What a stalker! I'm gonna get you, little bird. Are those only your 2 lines of dialogue? I hate manfools. I'm not a fool. I'm just a man. A friend of mine, Tamamo Gozen, once called this place home. Possessed of 9 tails, her power far eclipsed my own. But one day she left to live amongst men. What became of her, I wonder? You will go no further. The reason should be plain. Beyond lies the prison of Koryu. Were you to damage the wards, he would break free and all would fall to ruin. Boingy, 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 boingy. Please, converse with the others. We can speak of the endeavor once you have a greater understanding of who we are. Judging from the way you and that woman are gawping, I guess you're not from around here. Don't know if it's your homeland, but here... I don't know how it is in your homeland, but here if an animal manages to survive 100 years, it begins to get ideas. Delusions of grandeur. Some small power, sure, but nothing much to speak of. Survive 10 times that and you become a full-fledged auspice. Speech. Magics. It's quite the change, believe me, which is why we call it the change. What? I never said it was something clever. Anyway, point is, don't let our appearances fool you. I could kill you 5 times before you hit the ground. But I won't, on account of me being civil. For now. Don't talk to me, Chris. Talk to the cat? Or the weasel? And what does the fox have to say? I'm Nue, and if you ever need someone to call lightning down upon your foes and whatnot, I'm your auspice. Of course, some fairy tales would have you believe I'm something altogether different. A monkey's face, a lion's legs, a snake for a tail. Ridiculous, am I right? Not as bad as that horse with the head and body of a rabbit, to be fair, but still. The weasel! Hey, that hurt. You didn't have to give everything you had in that fight. I only just went through the chain, so it's not like I was gonna slow you down that much. Well, I suppose you didn't know it was all for show, and I was probably really intimidating. Oh right, you were asking about the collective, weren't you? You see, or let's see, Genbu's the oldest of us, oldest in the Far East too, I think. One of the 4 lords, so you can imagine he's much more powerful than regular old auspices like me, but you probably knew that already. This place is really cool. Now that you have a greater understanding of who we are, I shall tell you of the rather thorny predicament we now face. The divinity of we auspices manifests in a myriad of ways. For example, I possess clairvoyance. And with my preternatural power have I seen visions of a ruby sea, of young Shah, of Hingashi, subsumed by roaring flames. This is no distant future, I fear, and if we are to avert it, we must needs enlist the assistance of an exemplary warrior. One such is he who faced the Lord of the Revel and lived. What should we do? What should we do? Fear not, little one, for I have a plan. But to understand it, you must first understand the duality which lies at the heart of we auspices. The Aramatama, the primal rage, and the Nigamatama, the boundless calm. These elemental forces comprise the soul of an auspice, and it is only when they are in balance that we are truly ourselves. Alas, over great spans of time, or when caught in the midst of tumultuous events, this balance may be disrupted, and the soul may be divided. An auspice overcome by the Aramitama is a wild, feral thing, all the more dangerous for their divinity. Calamity and catastrophe invariably follow, tremors and floods which destroy men's works. Auspices can bring about these natural disasters. How frightening. I suppose that wouldn't make them natural disasters, Soroban. Perhaps, but you must remember that there are auspices who delight in aiding the peoples of these lands, auspices who may have wreaked havoc in the past. Recall you the tale of Tenzin and the Four Lords? The one Soroban told us before, about a samurai and the auspices who drove the Oni from the island into the sea? Just so, yet I fear his accounting of events is not quite accurate, for it was not Oni we in Tenzin cast out from this palace, but an auspice. An auspice with the power to move heaven and earth, Koryu, wholly consumed by the Aramitama. He stoked the flames in this island's heart until it very nearly erupted into a fiery maelstrom. Tenzin led us in battle against our mad brother, and together we sealed him in this temple. But as the truth of the tale fades from memory, so too do our wards weaken, I fear. Should Koryu break free, he may well finish what he began, and ensure my vision of flames comes to pass. So long story short, you want Chris to give this Koryu what for when he wakes up. Yeah, I'd win. I should think not. His accomplishments notwithstanding, it would be foolish for any mortal to face Koryu without proper assistance. To wit, that of the Four Lords. Regrettably, I am not the young auspice I once was, and to make matters worse, my 3 compeers have nearly succumbed to the Aramitama. Kami forfend. 3 of the Four Lords have gone mad? The Ruby Sea is doomed. Nearly succumbed. Nearly. Alas, hold on. Alas, in marshalling their strength to retain control, they are unable to commit their powers to the preservation of the wards holding Koryu in his prison. There we go. I got it. And now that you have a full and complete understanding of the situation, we may at last discuss your part in all this, warrior. I would have you and your comrades face mine in battle and quell their raging Aramitama. What say you? If that's the only way. Oh, you are an intriguing one, aren't you? We are grateful for your assistance. Let us brook no further delay and introduce you to another of the Four Lords. I informed Byako of your arrival when you first entered our domain. You should be returning any moment now. Come, come. Ooh, big cat. Old friend, the day of reckoning draws nigh. The wards will fail, and Koryu will break free. Before he does, you must quell the raging Aramitama in your soul. This warrior will help. Doubt not his strength, for he has danced with Susanoo himself. Yeah, I won. A bold, audacious claim, yet if Genbu believes it true, the more I look at, the more of him I see. A similar presence, perchance. A light. Very well. I will bow to my brother's judgment. Wonderful. Then without further ado, I shall bid my comrade relax and surrender to the Aramitama. What? Here? Now? Want to go on a murderous rampage? Why, yes. That's rather the point. You will be reduced to the Pharaoh Beast. And then it will be Chrysanthemum, was it? Chrysanthemum's turn to do battle with my brother and help him quell the fury within. But if all it takes to quell the Aramitama is battle, then why did you not do the same for Koryu? Why seal him away? Because it was too late. As I said, Koryu was wholly consumed by the Aramitama. Naught remained of the Nigimatama. All that he was forever lost to us. The effort I expend to hold back the fury, I will instead use to safeguard the calm. It is then you must act, but know if you fail, it will only hasten my fall. My soul is in your keeping, Chrysanthemum. Do you understand? Y'all win. Then let us quit this place. Genbu may not mind the chaos, but if I am to wager my everything, I prefer to do so in the land of my birth. To look on those familiar wilds with eyes that may soon belong to another. When you return to the island, look for Fury. He will guide you back here. Given the circumstances, perhaps it is best that we stay here. Would that be acceptable? Oh, Soroban, was it? Be at ease. I have a task for you and your excitable urchin. Follow me. Excitable urchin? Did that tiny talking turtle just insult me? I don't know, man. I don't know what's going on. Rendezvous with Byako and Yansha. Beat him up again. He disrespected Tataru. Gently picks him up and places him upside down again. You know, how does that still end up the weakness of a turtle that can fly? Hi, Byako. Oh, never mind. I guess you're not really that uncommon out here, considering there's like 3 other giant tigers. 4 in my eyesight right now. We are here. My earliest memories are not pleasant. From birth I was shunned by man and beast alike, for my snow-white fur marked me a harbinger of doom. Cast out and hunted, I struggled to survive. But I endured. I grew older and wiser, and one day I resolved to protect this place and those who call it home. For in spite of everything, it was mine as well. In time they came to see me as a guardian instead of a demon. And yet, for all I have done to rise above the beast within, I may fall to madness and become the sum of their fears. Oh. I've bested Kami, you know. You're in good hands. Such confidence from one so young. But as age in and of itself does not confer wisdom, nor does youth go hand in hand with hubris. I warn you, for centuries has my Aramatama grown and festered. Hold nothing back, for I will not. That is a banger of a quote. As age does not confer wisdom, youth does not confer hubris. That kind of goes hard. Warrior, the time has come for you and yours to make ready. May the Kami grant you strength to save my soul. Okay, I see why people said that this is a really good quest line. I can already feel myself getting a little emotional. Next up is the Jade Stoa. Is this a raid? No, it's a trial. Oh, the Great Hunt is Rathalos. Fate joined. What is this fate? Mr. Whiskers. Ooh, I really want to kill some fucking Namazu right now. I'll pass. Having to deal with Gyoda again made me really want to beat him up. Which is unfortunate considering the fact that I'm currently doing the Namazu Society quests. Hi Jifuya, I'm back. Hopefully we won't be interrupted this time.
Ah, by the Kami, your Lord Ian, leave me, I beg of you. Say nothing of this. I was never here.
But you are here. And now I have
There
backup.
you are.
Lady Yugiri, Lord Gosetsu, forgive me my abrupt disappearance.
You have your reasons, I am sure. Will you not share them?
I was her master when she was yet a courtesan.
By the Kami.
She worked in my establishment. Her father was a regular client of mine. One day, quite without preamble, he offered to sell her to me. Yeah, she may be no maiden, he said, but she has some use left in her. He sold her short. When I first beheld her, I was struck by her beauty. And yet, behind her eyes there was an emptiness. It was as if she had given up on life. She seemed more a doll than a woman. It was no profession for her, but I knew she would be popular, and so it proved. Men flocked to drown themselves in that cold, bottomless gaze. The rest you know. She became an Imperial informant, and for her loyal service won the office of Acting Viceroy.
While you came to serve the Liberation Front.
'Tis said that the atrocities Yotsuyu committed were driven by vengeance. If so, I bear part of the blame for creating the monster she became. Joining the front was meant to be my atonement. But the truth is, I am a coward. whose only thought was to escape her wrath. Then as now.
I see. Then I shall recommend that you be assigned to a new post. I trust you have no objections, you, Giri?
None. It would not do to leave Yotsuyu in his care.
I am in your debt.
Who is it that you seek to protect, Kosetsu?
That's a fantastic question.
Idle musings. Pray, pay me no mind.
No, pay her mind and answer me too. Why are you so obsessed with making sure she's, like, alright? Forgive me, now is not the time for brooding. Come, let us rejoin the others. I think that this is going to work a lot better than what I had mentioned earlier. Just kind of doing the 4 lords, and when I'm in queue for that, doing MSQ. I think that'll work a lot better. Oh, you guys are in the House of the Brave. You're not just up here. I thank you for your help in the search. You can thank me in a minute then. Come on, DPS. I know you've been in queue for a while. Oh, no. I dropped part of my knife. There it is. I was trying to swap out the blades real quick before work tomorrow.
It begins. Receive of me my fury, children of man, and quell it!
I think you can get this guy as a mount. I feel like I've seen this mount before.
There is no turning back!
Okay, well, let's hope that there are no silly mechanics to know. Balls. Very cool. Just hit it. You look rad, dude. Well. I'm gonna turn off my grit because I'm off tank right now. Do I have to stop the balls? Do I have to avoid them? It looks like we're avoiding them. Byakuta. You're not... So this is not Byakko? What is that symbol? Do we need to get away from you? Okay, it's a tank buster that cleaves. You are dead. Please die. You have no HP left.
All creation trembles before my might. Behold,
Is it an ATM?
Fury given form.
I think it probably is. This feels like an active time maneuver. Oh, but it looks really sick. Were they all gonna be like this?
My wrath is a ceaseless torrent.
What in the Asura's wrath? They were right. This first fight at least is peak. Oh, okay. I see how it goes now. You gotta get close to the middle. I understand what's happening now. Oh, God.
To ashes with you.
What is going on?
Impressive. Well, I shall bring all to bear.
Why are you gonna bring all to bear? You're a cat.
Lightning shields.
Okay, first it's gonna go that way, then it's gonna go... Oh, God. Okay, that's silly. I understand now. I went too quick. I didn't give the first one time to spread. Now you stand under him.
Lightning shield. Steel yourself.
I think that I have the Kamui for this fight. Because the music sounds very similar. Uh-oh. got a couple of vuln stacks because I goofed there. I heard it. Yeah! That LB3 wasn't enough? That's pretty silly. That was cool as fuck. Hi, Byako. I won. You are indeed the warrior they say, not unlike him in many respects. 'Twas in another era that we first met, long ago in Doma. I told you before of my past, of how I was shunned by man and beast alike for the snow-white fur that marked me as a harbinger of doom. Bereft of family and friendship, of home, I wandered the mountains in search of a place to call my own. There I would accept my fate and await the inevitable. But death did not come, for I was unlike my brothers in more respects than my fur. With every century I grew stronger and stranger, monstrous. In turn, what few creatures dared traverse my domain withdrew further and further. Never had I been so alone. And then one day I awoke to find a man standing before me. Bewildered I rose and bared my fangs as I roared in a rage. Begone, or I shall rend you asunder and feast upon your flesh. What fool has the temerity to approach me thus? But the man did not flee. Rather he stood his ground and said, "This fool is named Tenzin, and ever since he was a child he spoke the language of beasts. And you know full well what you stand to lose. Return to your people or die." But Tenzin threw back his head and laughed. They would kill me if I dared. For fear of my talents I was banished. A harbinger of doom they called me. In that instant all my anger drained away. Tenzin's words had struck at the heart of me. He was a fellow outcast, cursed by his kin for his very nature. That night, as I listened to his snoring, I realized I had found in this man a kindred spirit. Soon after, we embarked on a journey together. In the days that followed, we met with solitary souls and aided them as we had aided each other. Give me one moment. I just realized that a friend of mine had told me to message them whenever I started Four Lords. There. But those are tales for another time. I doubt very much that you are willing to stand here in silence while I recount my every adventure with Tenzin. Come, let us return to the temple. Genbu is doubtless eager to learn the outcome of our battle. I told you I'd win. They never believe me. Sorry, I'm trying to put my knife back together real quick. There. I'll finish talking to Hien, and then I'll go down to Hell's Lit again. Hi, Nagi. So, I'm doing both MSQ and Four Lords right now. I'm basically doing I'm doing MSQ while I'm in queue for Four Lords. I just finished Byakko, and it was a hell of a fight. I thank you for your help in the search. Gosetsu has told me all that transpired. I would not presume to defend the life Chifuyu led before he joined the front, nor will I condemn it. Frankly, it is not my place to judge. I will only say this. The Chifuya I know has ever been a man of courage. That he should feel driven to flee bespeaks the depth of his terror. Even now, Yotsuyu casts a shadow over the realm. But the question of what is to be done with her must wait. The Empire is on the move once more. Alright. More food. Just give me the money, dude. Just give me the fucking money. I have so much food in my inventory. And I always forget to use it. While you were out searching for Chifuya, we received word from our shinobi allies. An Imperial airship has been sighted over Doman soil. Our visitor's objective remains unclear. It may be another attempt to recover Yotsuyu, or a prelude to invasion. Either way, the craft reportedly advances at speed and appears bound for Castrum Flamini. I mean to go there and ascertain their intent. If we ride out in force, it will only end one way, so we shall keep our numbers to a minimum. Yugiri, Chris, can I count on you? Yes, my lord. Yeah, I can do that. Elisei and I would fain play our part as well. We will not stand by idly while a common foe threatens the land of our friends and allies. We would be glad of the help. You are acquainted with Hakuro, I believe, and I bid you seek him out and assist in maintaining order in the Enclave. When the people see an Imperial airship, they are liable to panic. I would have you reassure them, and should it come to it, aid in their evacuation. Very well. We shall depart at once. Do take care. I'm being pinged. Ah, Ariza just went live. That's what it is. What of me, my lord? The Empire may well be after Yotsuyu. We are to remain here and guard her until my return. As you wish. Pray stay close to Chrysanthemum and Yugiri. Well, well. Guard duty and not a breath of protest. Now I have seen it all. To Castrum Flamini, then. Let us find out what the Empire's game is. I'll protest. Why are you putting him on guard duty? Gosetsu's a monster. Right, and while that is going on... Storm on the horizon? No. Where is Fury at? It's all the way down here. Ah, it's so far away! Oops. I did not realize that this was the underwater one. Not that it really matters. I think that movement speed is the same above or below water on a flying mount. Big shark. You know, I remember thinking that this entire, what's it called? This place looked like a monster. Like, it looked like it had teeth. So I'm not super surprised that it ended up being important. But yeah, so far everybody who's told me to do Four Lords was correct. The fight that I just did, at the very least, was definitely peak. That shit was rad. No need to explain. Kinbu's told me all about you and the thrashing you gave him and the others. Need me to escort you back to the temple? Let's go. I just did Byakko. The big white cat. And then he turned into an absolutely jacked dude with a lion for an arm. Well done, Chris. Well done. You have done my friend a great kindness, one we shall not soon forget. What are you two doing? And his weapon glimmers are divine? Oh, I bet. What exactly did you ask Soroban to do? I'm not sure what's going on and I'm afraid to ask. Oh, you needn't be so concerned. You know well the power of the Kojin's incantations, yes? I have but asked Soroban to undergo a little training that he might assist us with the maintenance of the wards. He has demonstrated a remarkable aptitude thus far, in fact. How much longer must I continue? Concentrate. Less chatting, more chanting. What youthful energy. It's been far too long since we had the pleasure of such company. Not since Tenzin, I imagine. I've been meaning to ask, what sort of a man was Tenzin? We only just learned the stories, and you've already said they were half wrong. Curious, are you? Very good, very good. Far too many people have no interest in the past. What to say, what to say. Well, for one, Tenzin was blessed with the self-same power Chrysanthemum possesses. The Echo, I believe it's sometimes called. Hey Nagi. For the Byakko weapons, I have to unlock them as an extreme, don't I? No? Market board. Oh, but I mean, like, if I wanted to earn them myself. Yes, okay. What to say, what to say. Well, for one, oh, that's right, I already read that. Alas, as you probably know from personal experience, such individuals are often regarded with suspicion, if not outright fear. Nevertheless, Tenzin was a generous soul who was ever eager to aid his fellow man. Indeed, he died as he lived, fighting for the sake of those he loved. You see, when he faced Koryu, we four lords were still quite young and weak. Not even auspices, in truth. And we could but look on helplessly as the two dragged one another to the brink of death. With the last of his strength, Tenzin imprisoned the mortally wounded Koryu. He then bequeathed to us a sacred treasure, a crystal which shone with an otherworldly light. Oft have I wondered if this crystal was the source of the powers we would grow to possess. Would we have become the Four Lords without it? In my heart, I think not. We built this temple to strengthen the wards and safeguard the Ruby Sea intends instead. His legacy would be ours, and so it has been to this day. But they wouldn't be animated unless crafted. Okay. Interesting. So if I wanted them to have animations, then I would have to do, like... I would have to level my crafters? Or is it the same kind of thing like with the Romanus Splendors trading in the regular ones for the upgraded ones? Yes, or buy them on market. Okay. And so it will continue to be, but only if we can rely upon you to quell the Aramatama of our comrades. They have to be crafted, level 80, I believe. Oof. That can wait, though. Byakko needs his rest, and so do you, Chris. In that case, it'd probably be for the best if I went back to Kugane. There's no telling what mischief that man will get up to in my absence. I too should take my leave. Doubtless I am needed in Tamamizu. Oh, you're not going anywhere. Your training is far from finished, my friend. But I can't possibly refuse the request of the Four Lords, can I? I hate to impose upon you, Chris, but perhaps you can go to Tamamizu in my stead. It may be some time before I'm permitted to return home. I could craft them, but I cannot afford a sub for a while. That's valid. I mean, I'd rather learn to craft them myself. That way I can sell them on the market board and make money. Can't get any new quests from any of them. Speak with Buchin and Tamamizu. Buchin. Oh, there you are. I totally looked over you because of the light. So Soroban will be staying with Genbu for a time? How wonderful to hear. I have no doubt he will make the most of this most blessed opportunity. Oh, I have another missive for you. It was delivered personally by an unusual cat. An auspice, I presume. You'll never level crafting and need to level crafting in desynthesis. You need to do the extreme, hope for the mat drops, or break down the weapon to earn an extreme. The higher your desynth, the better the chances. Okay. You are welcome to come and go from the temple as you like. Fury will remain at his post above ground. You need only seek him out. I accidentally skipped. Here's Omnicrafter and Gatherer. I have them all unlocked, but I have not yet, like, done all of them. Like, I haven't leveled them all. Alright. The clip isn't wanting to give me that moment that I just missed, so we're just gonna continue. Tortoise in time. A pleasure to see you as ever, my friend. I skipped stuff again. Was a millionaire, but now is MIA. Hello? Hello? Chris, is my link pearl working? So unreliable, these little things. I'm going to pay a visit to Raisen Temple to see Soroban. Give him a treat to keep his spirits up. If you're available, you should come too. I hope you haven't forgotten how to get there, but in case you have, look for the cute animal trying not to look like a guard on duty in the middle of a volcanic island. I was, of course, not privy to your conversation just now, but on the off chance you're bound for Raisen Temple, give Soroban and Genbu my regards. Sounds like you were listening in. Quit eavesdropping. God, I love the look of their aetherites so much. I think that the Tamamizu Aetheryte might be my favorite Aetheryte. The Beast Tribe Aetherites in general are rad. Like the Vanu Vanu in Heavensward, their Aetherite's really cool. So we'll continue with the Four Lords until I get the next queue. Then while I'm in queue, I will head to Castrum Fulmini. I do need to level up my D-Synth for everything. It's been a while since I've even remembered that D-Synth is a thing. I also think it's pretty sick. Hell yeah. Headed for the temple or just taking in the wonderful smoky air? Shut up, Tom Crook. Let me in. You know, I shouldn't be offensive to all raccoons just because of Tom Crook. That's so mean to them. I apologize, Fury. You're doing a good job as a doorman. Oh, well met, brave adventurer. You are come alone this day? What of the urchin girl I recall nipping at your heels? Stop being mean to Tataru. That's Tataru. 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 And I'll thank you to not forget it, or else you'll get no takoyaki from me. Oh my, that would be most unfortunate. My sincerest apologies. I shall endeavor to remember, little urchin Tataru. Of course, your name I will not soon forget, for you saved my dear friend Byakko from descending into madness. It's a good thing you're here, Chris. Sorbonne has made great strides in his training, it is true. But I believe we need more, blah 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 blah, blah 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 blah. But I believe we need to consider more drastic methods. Though it is not without potential, Sorbonne as he is simply lacks divinity. Should we carry on as we are, he may not be ready when we have need of his strength. As with Byakko before, there will come a time when we must confront Seiryu and Suzaku, and quell the raging Aramitama within them. Accordingly, we must use every means at our disposal, no matter how dangerous, to ensure we are prepared. No matter how dangerous? What exactly did you have in mind? Oh, there is no need for fearful trembling or withdrawing into one's shell. All I would have you do is open a box. Oh, is that all? Well, I've opened my fair share of boxes. But no, this is no ordinary box you must open. It is a Tamatabako of geomancy, a sacred vessel which harbors the very power of time itself. And yet you say there is no need for fearful trembling. This box sounds terribly dangerous. To what end would you have me open it? That you may bathe in its temporal magics and age 1,000 years in an instant. That you may undergo the change and become an auspice, albeit until the magics dissipate. You would have me become an auspice like the Four Lords? Yeah, go for it, buddy. Hold on, Chris, didn't you come across one of those Tamatabako in Shisui of the Violet Tides? You did, didn't you? I am aware of similar relics in the possession of the Rayen. However, their magics alter only the appearance of those exposed. A mummer's trick. A glamour. Although unlike the phenomenal power of the Tamatabako we seek. Know that this is no legend, but incontrovertible truth. For the one who created the Tamatabako of geomancy was a fellow auspice. Like many of us, he had lived long enough to see comrades become consumed by the Aramitama. We'll see them descend into madness and lay waste to the lands they had sworn to protect. and like many of us, he had no choice but to put an end to their rampages. This auspice knew full well that he was destined to share their fate, and so before he too fell from grace, he resolved to craft the Tamatabako of geomancy. And when his work was complete, he bathed in its magics until he was no more. By the kami, he chose to die while his mind was still his own? I don't know what to say. Once the true potential of the box was understood, that it could bring death to an auspice, it was decided that it should be placed under lock and key in the Swallow's compass until we had need of it. However, the grand mausoleum of King Ganon has been abandoned to the Shikigami, forever bound to its halls as guardians, and only a warrior of surpassing strength can hope to overcome their trials. Like a warrior of light. Steel yourself, Soroban. Until the moment Chrysanthemum returns with the Tamatabako of geomancy, you must train like you have never trained before. Yes, of course. Poor Soroban. He's gonna sit there doing that forever. Back to Namai. Where is Castrum Flamingo? The Deku treatment? Yeah. It's hilarious that you mentioned that. Me and Winnie in chat just started. They love My Hero. I have seen a good amount of it, but not all that much. And so we are starting My Hero from the very beginning. It's been pretty fun so far. We finished up the entire first season in one night. I have so many potions too. I need to, I'm gonna start just eating food. Eat the shore log and the night's bread. Give me 60 minutes of extra XP, please. Oh, if it's not two of the same meal, it overwrites. Well, that sucks. A precious reclamation? What is that? Hold on. I need to see what this is. Precious reclamation. What does this unlock? Oh, it unlocks Doman Enclave Reconstruction. I don't know what that does. Kirishima's my favorite. Kirishima's a badass. I remember that. I only remember bits and pieces, but I remember Kirishima being my favorite. The last thing that I remember was Red Riot Unbreakable. You fix something and can sell items for double money up to 40k a week when you finish it? Oh. Interesting. Oh hey, you made it, finally. I've only been waiting here forever and a day, but hey, it's not like we've got a potential calamity to worry about or anything. Anyway, I've already taken care of the ward sealing the tomb's entrance, so you're free to go in and get the box. But whatever you do, don't open it. And one more thing. I'll wager they told you about the Shikigami, but forgot to mention that the box itself is guarded by one of us. A tough bugger and a half. But you're a pretty tough bugger yourself, eh? You gave Byakko what for, after all. Just don't say I didn't warn you. Alright, Swallow's Compass. And over here is Storm on the Horizon. Good glam and housing rewards too. Okay. Well, maybe I'll start working on that off stream. I know that there's also the Firmament in Ishgard, and I haven't touched that one either. Oh. Good crafting XP in Firm. Oh yeah. I gotta level up my other crafters. The only crafter I have leveled up is Weaver. Because I wanted to be able to craft Nanabear. And then as soon as I did, nobody was buying Nanabears anymore. So the prices dropped from like 25k to 5k. And then I just sold them all and undercut everybody. The area is secure. Whatever our visitors' purpose, they plainly believe they can achieve it alone. The craft should come into view at any moment. Let us await them inside the castrum. A bold-ass choice, by the way. An absolutely insane choice. Is it smoking? What happened to it?
A smoke signal? Thoughts, Yugiri?
In former times, such signals were used to announce the coming of an emissary of peace. In Doma, at least. But could that truly be their intent?
Who can say? Whatever they want, we cannot simply blast them out of the sky. Not when they were so gracious as to honor one of our cherished traditions. I would not have it said that we Domans want for propriety.
Then I shall go and reconnoiter.
Nay, that won't be necessary. We will meet them openly. I would welcome this student of Dorman history in person, whomsoever he or she may be.
As you wish, my lord. I shall arrange for a signal of our own to be fired in answer.
It doesn't look like that's going to be necessary. Who is this child?
Well, that we should be received by the Lord of Doma himself.
Asahi?
I but afford an emissary of peace the courtesy he is due. Welcome to Doma, my lord.
Ah, where are my manners? I am Asahi Sus Brutus, Ambassador Plenipotentiary of Garlemald.
He is heir to the Naiuri clan, and Yotsu's stepbrother.
Ooh.
It seems I need not introduce myself, not in the presence of the famed Yugiri Mistwalker. Your skills as a shinobi are known far and wide, my lady. It is true, the former acting viceroy is my sister, yet bonds of kinship aside, we have precious little in common. As will soon become plain, I come not to sow strife, but to end it. I am of the Populares, a collective which represents the interests of the common man. long have we labored to bring about reform to the Empire's provincial policy. Happily for us, our master acknowledges the need for change. Indeed, His Radiance, Emperor Varys Zos Galvus, personally sanctioned this mission, granting me the authority to speak with his voice. To negotiate peace with Doma.
Oh? Oh, word.
Well then, we have much to discuss. Will you accompany me to my hall?
Gladly, my lord.
I don't know if I trust this. Why does only one of you get a name? Maxima and Minima, because he's not important. We shall escort our guests across the river to the Enclave. Yugiri, pray go on ahead to the Yuzaku Manor docks and see that the ferries are ready. Yes, everybody please leave. Yeet. There. Okay, the music in here is already a banger. Hold on. The healer left before we could start. Okay, guess we're waiting on a new healer. The big pulls in this dungeon are hard on some healers. Oh, that's probably why the healer immediately left when they saw I was new. Let's get it! Looks like we go this way. Oh, I forgot grit. That's crazy that I misclicked on stance. None shall trespass the heart of water. All shall surrender to the flow. So if you feel your healer is struggling, slow down a smidge. Okay. That's a valid request. Wow, during the intro that dude looked like he was supposed to be a boss fight. Never mind, there's just a bunch of them. I was a Scholar main when this dropped, and the amount of times I decided to aggression rescue the tank because they were pulling too much is crazy. The tanks and healer are leagues easier now than when this expansion first came out. I'm a big fan of Scholar as well. It's the only healer that I have, like, at a level that could almost do this. It's not quite there because I didn't play any healer throughout MSQ because that was hell in A Realm Reborn. And so most of my MSQ I'm doing is either a tank or a DPS. Usually a DPS for the individual quests, and then a tank for dungeons and trials and raids. But Dragon Seal is broken. Oh, Tengu, you look super cool. The flames are mine to command, to control. I don't want to be near those flames. The flames seem to want to be near me. Oh god, that sucks. I wasn't looking. Was that an eye move? Or is that just unavoidable? Our healer's name is Bannable Offense. That's good. Might of the Tengu. Yeah, fire hurts. Fire always hurts. I can't think of any dungeon where fire didn't. I yet burn with divinity. Well, now you're dead. Now you die with bozo entity. Fucking got him. We're gonna pretend that I didn't say that. Ooh. All shall surrender to the flow. This is an interesting layout for a dungeon. I enjoy the vibes. The name Mary Sue like that goes hard. I like that. Bone Wicca Bangle of Fending. Yoink. Is that an upgrade on anything? It is. Ooh, I shouldn't have slowed down. Who dares to desecrate this holy place? It's me. Oh, so if you stand here, then that'll also help? I don't think the dungeon's gonna be too rough on the healer, since I've got a lot of self-healing. Not quite as much as like a warrior, but like I got a pretty good amount of self-healing. Like with one button there, I refilled my entire health bar. Ooh, this place is pretty. What are you? Hie you from this sacred place. Ow. If I move over here, is that seemed like it was targeted straight at me. The land, take you, claim you. Nuh-uh. I gotta be honest, the Stormblood fights in general are really fucking cool. Like, I'm still just thinking about, like, just the theatrics of that Byakko fight. It was rad. Why did everybody walk over here? Well, I gotta spend some tombstones on something. All shall surrender to the Tempest. Did I get all three? Yeah. Oh, there's no bridge here yet. Okay, we stop and fight. And then I see a box. And I would like what's in it. Gimme, gimme, gimme. Wildling's jacket. That's a pretty sick jacket. Yo! We got a Nimbus? There's a lot of birds. It's okay though, because all of them want to fight me. Chop. Chop. No shot. You know, I should have figured when I saw the Nimbus. At least it isn't just straight up Sun Wukong. It just is Sun Wukong with a different name, but, you know, it's not just Sun Wukong. Mine is the most unique weapon. Observe. I do love the tale of Sun Wukong, like at least the ones that I know. I like the Tales of Sun Wukong that I've heard. I was going to get Black Myth Wukong, but then the developers were very like anti-feminism and stuff, and it was like, I'm going to pass. Will my rod have the last word? Apparently not. Then for my final trick. Ooh. Okay. There. You know what? Fair enough. That's a pretty good trick. Everybody's running over to here. Do they both have to die at the same time or anything? I would hope that, considering I said at the start that I'm new to this, that if that was the case, they would tell me. They weren't anti-fem, they just didn't want to change characters in the lore to have more representation because they were trying to stay true to the story based on religious character. Okay, fair enough. I thought for sure that I had read that they were telling people, don't talk about feminism in the game or we will hit you with stuff. People on Twitter blew it out of the water. Huh. I'll have to look more into it because the game looked cool. I had seen the intro to it. And that's a very slutty bunny boy. Hold on. Pan the camera back. Pan the camera back. Where's the... Oh, the other person left. I'll greed on it. I watched my husband play it and it is gorgeous. Yeah, like it's a very stylish game. Okay, so we gotta go back over here because I am putting this first for right now. I think IRL stuff like politics and social issues need to stay out of fantasy games. I get paying homage, but pushing anything into a game for social reasons is bad. I think that bringing IRL politics into a video game is bad. Bringing not real life politics into a game is just par for the course. But this isn't the place to discuss it. Most representation can turn characters into tokens, which is just bad for everyone. Let the game be what it is and give suggestions for the next one, you know? Yeah, fair. I don't know. My opinions on it are very weird. Not weird, they're kind of hard to express. And not something I can really focus on right now. I got silly animals to beat up. Again, Boo, there was a big monkey. You are returned. And with a Tamatabako of geomancy, I gather? Legends in countless cultures tell of sacred relics that bring death and misfortune to those foolish enough to unleash their magics. Fortunately, that duty falls to Soroban. Very good, very good. Of course, there was no need to fear for the well-being of the warrior who faced my brother Byakko and lived. Let us brook no further delay and make ready for the next stage of Soroban's training. Listen well, everyone, for the magics we are about to unleash are ancient and terrifying. It is exceedingly dangerous, especially for Soroban. I wish you would stop saying that. Be at ease, Soroban. Byakko will devote his energies to maintaining the wards of Koryu's prison while we are occupied. Sure you be indisposed for a time, we will manage. Some of you may die, but that's a sacrifice I'll be willing to make. And I've been secretly practicing my Arcanima in preparation for a time like this, so don't worry, no matter what happens, we'll be ready. After all, we've got to do our part if we're going to claim the fabulous riches. I mean, if we're going to save the Ruby Sea from certain doom. Our enthusiasm notwithstanding, I expect we will need to turn to you should this training go awry. Take a moment to see to your equipment, and let me know when you're ready to begin. I'm ready to begin. Everything's in order? Then let us begin. I wish more lore games went into depth like those games. I wish we had more games based on, like, actual myth, because that stuff is usually crazy in depth. Now remember, Soroban, once opened, the box will spew forth smoke. Remain still and let it wash over you. Surrender to the magic and let it transform you into an auspice. You are certain this will be temporary? As honored as I would be to join your ranks, I fear I am too young to be so old. I can't help but notice that he didn't answer. Yeah, folklore and myth games have always been really good. I just hate when it just side-scrolls with very little actual lore. Yeah. Like, the way that they worked actual Norse mythology into the new God of War games is fantastic. Come, you lot. Let us retreat to a safer distance. Have fun, Soroban. Or just like, here we made Hades or Ares hot buff boys with flippy hair and slap with chains. I mean, Hades goes hard. Hades the game, I mean. And it has some pretty, like, deep lore and stuff from what I've seen too. Supergiant does amazing work. What are you gonna turn into, Soroban? You can't be a turtle, that's already taken. Uh-huh. It's a fake. I knew it. Talking about the shill games that use deity, not the actual. Oh. Okay. Gosh, what a waste of time. There had better be some treasure or something interesting inside. Foolish urchin! Is that really necessary? You couldn't just ask me to move nicely? What? What's that look for? Is there something on my face? Oh no, she's gonna be old. There are a lot of thirst trap games now. I blame the Persephone webtoon that made everyone hard for the... Tataru, no! Tataru, no! My face, my beautiful face. It feels like old goat leather left in the sun. You look older than actual old Lalafels we know. Get a hold of yourself, child. You have been aged, nothing more. Be grateful you were not exposed longer, or you surely would have died. I may as well be dead already. I can't bear to go on looking like this. Did I not tell you before that the magic is fleeting? You will only endure it for a moment. All will be as it was. Oh! Like with the stuff she has to deal with Scions, it's no wonder she doesn't always look like that. True. So preoccupied with the urchin I have been that I completely forgot about Soroban. I hope he has not been overexposed to the magic. If he has been aged to excess, his Aramatama may already be... When did he get a weapon? Uh-oh. Well, that answers that. On your guard, I'm afraid he means to kill us all. He bathes in the Tamatabako's magic for far longer than the urchin, and so I expect he will not return to normal so quickly. In fact, I dare say he will retain this form long enough to destroy the temple if we do not subdue him. I'd still win. Shazam! With me, Chris. Urchin, hold nothing back. Our turtle's bigger. I can't target you, Soroban. There we go. Oopsie, wrong button. Seems like a pretty straightforward fight so far. Eddie! Tataru, you can go home. Tataru, what are you even? Oh, you know what? She does actually have a spellbook in her hand. She just happens to be running around like crazy. Have you done anything, Tataru? Marshals his strength for a mighty blow. Get behind me. Oh dear, that was a bit more than I could handle. Forgive me, but the rest is up to you two. Doctor, please stop standing right next to me underneath the AoEs. And please go flip over Genbu. God damn it, Totoro. I probably have to kill these so that way she doesn't get caught up in all of it. Oh, and there she goes, getting caught up in all of it. I know you're trying your hardest, but if you would please stop trying and go home. I don't think I'm going to get any drops from Soroban for you to sell. I don't know if I have to kill them again. I think that he's... yeah, there he goes. So that was a mistake. Unless he's still in Auspice. Why are you all hunched over, Chris? You were fine. Hmm? What happened? Why do you all look so exhausted? Oh, no reason. Oh, my dear Soroban. I knew you had potential, but it would seem I grossly underestimated your capacity for chaos. In any case, despite this unexpected turn of events, I would like to declare this training session a success. Let us take a moment to collect ourselves. Truth be told, this comes as a relief. Though Soroban's present strength pales in comparison to that of Byakko or myself, we now know for certain that his potential is extraordinary. I struggle to believe I could ever wield such power. All who are strong were once weak, Soroban. I am no exception. Until I met Tenzin, I was no more than the floundering turtle you see before you. You never did tell us how you fell in with him. Ah, well, if you wish to know the details. Long, long ago, when I had lived 100 or so years and had only just begun to become something more, I received my first vision. A terrible calamity, one that would claim the lives of countless innocents was imminent. But what was a little turtle to do? For while I had seen the future with crystal clarity, I was powerless to stop it. I could but look on, helpless as cities burned and men died. So it was for centuries, until one day. After 500 years, I had grown stronger, more reckless. I believed I could make a difference. So when I foresaw a landslide that would bury a nearby village, I ventured forth to warn the people. Alas, while they were quick to discern I was no common animal, they could make no sense of my panicked flailings. To them I was a queer dancing turtle, a source of considerable amusement, for I knew not the words of men, and so my warnings fell on deaf ears. It would be no different. Yet again they would die. The people turned and walked away, bored with the fleeting amusement. With a heart fit to burst with sorrow and despair, I made to quit the village. Just then I heard a voice kind and gentle. "Little one, you look troubled. Tell me what burdens you so." Though I knew he was addressing me, I doubted he would understand. Still, I told him of my vision, of the landslide I knew would bury the village and everyone in it, and my vain attempts to warn them. "Your kindness is only surpassed by your bravery, little one. Fear not. I, Tenzin, and my comrade Byakko shall act in your stead." What are you going to do against a landslide with a sword? As Tenzin drew his sword, a great white tiger emerged from the wilds. "Shall we give them a show?" he whispered to the beast, which inclined its massive head ever so slightly in response. Hit it, stab the mud, easy. They then ran into the center of the village and began to fight as if they were bitter enemies intent on killing one another, blade and fang flashing, too fast for the eye to follow. The two broke apart for an instant, and Tenzin bellowed, "Hearken to me! This white demon thirsts for blood of man. If you value your lives, flee this place. Seek shelter in the next village." Needless to say, the bewildered villagers gathered up whatever was at hand and ran screaming, too terrified to even look back. As the three of us watched them go, I heard the white demon mutter, "You know full well I have not once tasted man-flesh." The village was later destroyed in a landslide, as I had foreseen, but for the first time I had managed to make a difference. Oh. Thereafter, we became traveling companions and close friends. I shared with them my visions, and together we labored to save those that we could. On the eve of what may perhaps be the greatest calamity I have ever foreseen, I feel Tenzin's absence keenly. Nevertheless, we must carry on. You may not have him, but you've got Chris, and you know he's no slouch. Yeah, I'd win. Oh, indeed I do, and for this blessing we are grateful beyond measure. Right then, Soroban, we must resume your training at once, ere we forget the lessons of your time as an auspice. Yes, of course. Getting back to it? In that case, I should return to the mountain of paperwork in Kugane. I've been doing my best to ignore. Oh, and Soroban, I left the takoyaki with Kamai Taichi for safekeeping. You're not to get any until you've earned it. When next we call upon you, Chris, I expect it will be to deal with one of my comrades. Shirk not your own training, for it will not be easy. Can you call on me now? Under these circumstances, I do not think I will have time to return to Tamamizu for even a short spell. If you would be so kind as to inform the Elder. Damn you. Tortoise in time. We go back to Tamamizu and then fly back here. Fuck you, Soroban. A pleasure, Chris. Did you have the chance to visit with Soroban? How fares he with his training? Extraordinary. He has always been diligent and hard-working, but even so, to think he is blessed with such incredible potential. I cannot help but wonder who else among us might be possessed of similar abilities. Yet I understand his trepidation. With great power comes great responsibility, as is often said. We may need to keep a closer eye on him to ensure he does not succumb to fear and attempt to flee his training. Next. the Firebird down below. That looks like Tenzin. Bunshin holds in his hand yet another missive addressed to you. What kind of you to pay a visit, Chris? Now I need not summon you. But a moment ago, a certain surly cat returned with another missive addressed to you. See for yourself. Chrysanthemum, yeah, I'd win, Elmater. Yeah, I'd win. One moment. I have received a notification. Oh, Chibi's online. And she's streaming Silent Hill. Hell yeah. Brave adventurer stood fast and quelled the raging arimatama of my comrade Byakko. The time has come for you to return to Ryzen Temple. I presume the auspices of Hell's Lid need you once more? If so, give my regards to them and dear Soroban. Okay. I'll talk to you later. Yeet. But, I mean, to be fair, every time I've said, yeah, I'd win, I won. So, like, I'm not lying. Thank you for the health package. I really gotta work on my tombstones. I keep forgetting them. Why do I have 3 types of crystals? Animos, Protean, Protean. These two not just go together? Why were they split up? Weird. Castrum gives 20 this week. Ooh. Headed for the temple or just taking in this wonderful smoky air? Let me in. Castrum Meridianum. Is it just like a one-time thing? Like a weekly? I already did mine, but I can do it again if you want. Yeah. Okay. Very cool. Well met, Chris. Well met. But wait. Where is the little urchin girl of whom I have grown so fond? It would be remiss of us to proceed without her, would it not? Why not summon her with that trinket of yours, your link pearl? Little urchin. Hello, Chris, is that you? Little urchin, the turtle wants you. Huh? Right now? Well, if you insist. What wondrous things those link pearls. Now then, let us await until your friend arrives. Chris, Genbu. Ah, good of you to join us, little urchin girl. She's so tired of you. You know, there is such a thing as running a joke into the ground. It pleases me to inform you that thanks to your assistance with his training, Soroban's strength has grown by leaps and bounds. Ere long we may count him among our most formidable warriors. Out of curiosity, where is Soroban? Engrossed in a very special exercise, I'm afraid. Trust me when I say he would not want you to see him in his current state. Working up a sweat, no doubt. Glad to hear it. But I called you here not to discuss our Kojin friend. The wards have grown weaker, presaging Koryu's inevitable escape. Before he breaks free, the four lords must marshal their strength. And so, Chris, I must entreat you to quell the raging Aramitama of a dear comrade once more. A fight, is it? That's where our warrior of light shines. Who's his opponent this time? See for yourself. She should be joining us shortly. Oh. It's a bird. Oh. It's a phoenix? It has been too long, elder brother. Several hundred years by my reckoning. So am I to assume you have kept your silent vigil all this time, Suzaku? Let us not speak of such things. You bade me come hither for another purpose. That I did. Koryu's wards grow weaker by the day, and the calamity he would visit upon us draws nigh. The four lords must join their strength together once more. And to that, this warrior would unburden my tortured soul. Just so. He is a power far surpassing that of mortal men. He is heir to the legacy of Tenzin. Brother, how dare you compare this creature to that shining paragon of virtue, of kindness? You sully his memory. What did I do? And you dare think yourself his equal, his better? Then I will put you to the proof, and when you fall, it will be a fate most deserved. Turn back if you would not have it be so, or join me in misery. Jeez, bit of a hothead, that one. Compared to Byakko, she seems much more angry. The Aramitama feeds upon her grief and fuels her rage. She yet mourns a love lost, but it is not my place to speak. Go to her, brave warrior, and learn the truth of her heart. You'll understand why she's so cranky soon. Fair enough. The Firebird down below. Talk to the birdie. How many more quests do I have? A Firebird down below. I just want to see how many more quests I have in this quest line. 1, 2. Oh. 3. Wait. 4. 5. Okay, so I have 2 more fights, including this one, I think. Yeah, I have 2 fights, including this one, and then I've got a few more quests that are going to have, like, some minor glamour rewards, it looks like. You crave battle, then, even if it brings you your death. Out of duty, you pit yourself against enemies ever stronger, without hesitation, without fear. You muster your courage, and... No, you are not even a pale shadow of his glory. There was but one man fit to wear the mantle of hero, and he has long since passed from this world. If so, then the Ruby Sea will be consumed by Koryu's fiery judgment, and we, her sworn protectors, will have failed in our duty. Is Tenzin's memory so sacred that you would doom this land out of spite? Oh, Byakko, do you not see? Before I called you brother, I was but a bird who loved a man. Perhaps that was all I was ever meant to be, for I can brook no replacement at my side or in my heart, not as easily as you. Have you forgotten his final moments? How he fought and died to defeat Koryu? How he sacrificed himself before our very eyes? How dare you ask me that? Every detail is forever seared into my mind's eye. A blackened scar upon my soul. How could I possibly forget? Nor should you. Nor will I forget every day we spent together on the road. But to exalt the past over the present, to live life in mourning and never move on, is to dishonor his memory. How dare you speak to me of dishonor? You who have opened our home to this pretender. I see him plainly. How he has wormed his way into your hearts, mimicking Tenzin's manner, cloaking himself in his scent, seeking to supplant Tenzin in our minds. Listen to yourself, my sister. The Aramitama has driven you to see an Oni in shadows. Let it be quelled before your soul is forever lost. Only to Tenzin will I entrust my soul. Only his love will I accept. You have nothing to fear from me. He said, oh, Tenzin, very well, but I will brook no delay. I will await you in the depths, in my place of mourning, and when it is ended, I shall mourn you too. Forgive her, Chrysanthemum. She is yet consumed by her failure to save Tenzin all those years ago. Her regret is as a festering wound. The love she bore him gave her strength once. Alas, through it the Aramitama has found purchase in her soul. It feeds on her grief and despair. 'Tis plain that your presence troubles her as well. She senses your blessing and it reminds her of him. There were moments when she looked on you with a fire in her eyes. I'm taken. When she gives herself to the Aramitama, she may surrender to her delusions as well. If so, do not be alarmed by what she says. Stand fast and free her from her torment. Be warned, she commands many powers, including the ability to manipulate geomantic currents. Only by remaining observant will you survive. Hell's Kier now accessible. Alright, we hop into queue. What? No! I'm one off! To Thanalin! Ugh. I'm getting kind of hungry. I feel like I might finish up this fight, and then I might go grab dinner. But first, I gotta find where my weak point is. Oh, those leggings are awful. 100k. Why are they so much worse than my current ones? 317, 560. Why is it? Oh, can this not be worn with boots? Is that possibly why? Oh no, these are boots. Then why do they give me a negative? Okay. Where did they go? I just bought them. Did they go into my inventory for some reason? They did. I'm not sure. Gear must be placed in its proper chest. Oh, it's because I was looking at leggings and not shoes. That's why it happened. And if I could just discard you. You don't sell for anything, dude. There. Now I'm high enough. Hellscare. And let's go back to Kugane. I should have just gone to Kugane. I could have bought stuff there. And yes, they always will unless changed in settings. They always will what? Always go into regular inventory? No, it did that because I was out of space. Normally it just goes straight into my armory chest. Oh yeah, the Kugane music is great. Oops, let me release grip because I am off tank.
Tenzin! Tenzin, 'tis I! Sheathe your sword, I beg of you!
How much is that going to hurt you? Literally none.
You gave me the strength to rise from the ashes!
Middle. I'm just gonna listen to whatever they tell me. Oh, this fight's music? Gotcha. Okay, we're safe. I'm gonna turn on grid so that way I can actually aggro these guys. Ooh. What happened? Keep birds mid. Okay. So make sure to kill the ads fast. Kill birds middle so they don't get revived. And when the plumes come down, kill the plumes that are on ads. Okay. Keep them mid is easiest. Okay, so we're gonna try to keep them all in the middle. And if it's stacked well, it will only take one plume, easy peasy.
Tenzin! Tenzin, 'tis I! Sheathe your sword, I
Let
beg of
me
you!
drop that. And I'm just gonna have to turn this on when the actual
You
birds
gave
wake
me
up.
the strength to rise from the ashes!
Kill them all right here. Easy. So hopefully in a second when they all wake up, all it'll take is me hitting them with a couple of AoEs, and then we'll be good to go. DDR? Okay.
I could not bear to lose you again.
Gotta stay in the tiny circle. Okay. Okay, very interesting.
Trust in me, my love.
Smash.
I will protect you, I promise. Please, my love. If
Middle as a
only
whole,
you
watch the
listen.
edge. Okay. I think I have this dog as well, this Kamui.
Why do you do this? All I ever wanted was for you and I to hearken to my melody.
What is this? Don't be on color, bird flies too.
All I ever wanted was for you and I to
Oh, I thought that that person just fell off. It was lag.
Tenzin, please.
Okay, I don't think that any of us have to be on something because they're all chilling there. The music in this one is a banger. I have it on one of my mounts, so I think that I have this one and the... I'm not sure which ones I have. I have Lunar, and I have... Where's the other one? Oh, I have Lunar and I have Aphonius. Yep, Scarlet Auspis Suzaku, and the Lady of the Moon.
It must be us.
You can get the rolls in the extreme, super cheap now too. Yeah, I pretty much just pass on Orchestrion rolls, to be honest. But then again, I've never really worried too much about housing yet. My FC has like a house, and they also are willing to pay for people who want to get a apartment in the house. I just haven't gotten around to doing anything for it.
All I ever wanted was for you and I to...
Hey! It's strange there's a song for a mission where you fight a woman who fester in the grief of watching her lover die, but still a banger. Alright. So I'm gonna finish this up and then I'm gonna go grab dinner. I thought you'd enjoy this story a lot. All the characters are really dynamic. Yeah, I'm really enjoying it. How long have I been blinded by this dream? This never-ending nightmare, unable to escape the memory of my beloved. I owe you an apology, brave warrior, as well as my life. In spite of the crude and disrespectful way I treated you, you nevertheless risked your life to free my heart from the terrible delusion which threatened to consume my soul. For the first time in centuries, I can reflect on my time with the man I so deeply loved without being driven to tears. I was born into this world long, long ago, blessed with crimson plumage that shone like blazing fire in the sun. My form was likened to that of the firebird of legend, a being said to have the power to confer immortality upon mortal men. Thus was I pursued endlessly by those who yearned to conquer death. To them, to all mankind, I was no more than a means to an end. But Tenzin did not look upon me so. To him I was so much more, and he would become everything to me. Together we traveled, we four lords and the samurai. As comrades in arms we journeyed the realm, feared at first by many for our nature. But Tenzin, dear Tenzin, would not close his heart to the people's plight. Not once did he hesitate to proffer a helping hand, and one by one he won over those who once cursed and condemned us. Be there Oni to the east to slay, or revenants in the west to exercise, without hesitation he would bid us rise to the challenge, and leave grateful men and women to spread word of our deeds, word which one day reached the ears of a king. 'Twas by the king's order that we battled the mad Auspis Koryu. Despite the many deeds that to our credit, we four had only lived some few centuries and were no match for our foe. Against the might of Koryu's raging Aramitama, my brothers and I were powerless. But Tenzin, brave Tenzin, he would not be denied. At the last he unleashed a powerful technique, knowing full well that it would leave him exposed. I watched as the light left his eyes forever. Had I been the Firebird of legend, had I been possessed of the power of immortality, had I been able to rescue him from death's obsidian abyss. And then the cruelest irony of all. Centuries later, when I finally went through the change, immortality became mine to command. I can but wonder if my bottomless grief for my beloved made it so. Sad bird. The power for which I yearned so desperately that day is now mine. If not to save him, then perhaps to save those for whom Tenzin died. For the memory of my beloved, for his legacy, I shall fight. Let us go and tell Genbu together. And Chrysanthemum, thank you. Alright. So, here. Well, no, I'll finish the quest. I'll finish the quest and then I'm going to call it. Oh, I see you're still in one piece. I gather all went well. Rest assured, elder brother, that I am myself once more. You certainly seem different from before. As if a great weight has been lifted from your shoulders. Your face is the very picture of serenity, I'd say. A very perceptive you are, little one. Indeed, I have at long last come to accept the passing of my beloved Tenzin. At long last indeed, but perhaps such prolonged periods of distress are unavoidable when one lives for more than 1,000 years. I myself am no stranger to melancholy. No, my brother, that you most certainly are not. Oh, how forgetful of me. I have yet to see how Soroban's training is coming along. Soroban? Soroban? What's going on in here? Wait, I know this joke. It's a Firebird. It's an airship. Oh, no, genre-savvy urchin, for it is in fact. Soroban! What the hell? I mean, I expected him in some capacity, but not like this. No one told me that this training would lead to such a radical transformation. Look at me. I'm a giant tortoise. A tortoise! You were already a tortoise. I was wrong. This is the very definition of running a joke into the ground. There's no need for panic, Soroban. You probably just recited the words improperly and offered your vessel as your body as a vessel for a great tortoise kami. Blech, I cannot talk anymore. That seems to me like a very, very good reason for panic. Unless I will return to normal after a short while, like with the Tamatabaku of Geomancy. Well, I can't say with any significant degree of certainty, but you might regain your original form by the time Chrysanthemum quells Siryu's Arimatama. Might? Might? What is this might? Might is not an acceptable answer. You must be exhausted from your battle with Suzaku, my friend. Perhaps it would be best if you returned to the land above and took a rest. He's right. I doubt we will be needed here for some time, and Soroban seems to be in no mood for company. Be sure to contact me if anything comes up. I had been meaning to return home, even if only briefly, but given my current state, that seems unlikely. If you could go in my stead and tell the elder I am hale and healthy, I would be most grateful. Okay, back to Tamamizu. Alright, hi Bunchin. Ah, Chris, all is well with our friends beneath Hell's Lid. What of Soroban? How goes his training? Turned into a giant turtle. He failed to perform a ritual correctly and was transformed into a tortoise, you say. But you are aware that... Oh, I see. This must be some manner of Eorzean joke. How very amusing. A pity we will not see him again for the foreseeable future, but I will trust it is for the best, as before. He should take as much time as required. He is a tortoise after all. No, it still makes no sense. Okay, well, I will get the next quest. Passing through, we're here for another reason. Regardless, I have tidings from our friends beneath Hell's Lid. Another missive delivered by one of the auspices, a raccoon dog, I believe. It was rather agitated too, and I fear matters may be coming to a head. Koryu's wards are on the verge of failure. Return to Bryson Temple at once, brave warrior. Worry not for the urchin. I have sent a message to her as well. Straight to the point, was it? Don't let me keep you then. Okay, bye. And that is where I'm going to go ahead and call it for now. Thank you everybody for hanging out and watching. I will probably be finishing up this quest line. I might do like a short stream tomorrow, immediately after work, if I get off early as I have been. But we'll see what happens. I'm going to throw a quick raid out to Chibi, because she is online. I believe. Chibi01 playing Silent Hill 2. Thanks for hanging out, everybody. Hope you all have a good one. Peace.